I love Nakyum in this episode. We finally get a lover's fight. We are finally at the head, guys. Nakyum remembered that he had a voice and a right in this partnership. Before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my social media at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this episode will contain explicit content and a lot of manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 85 of Painter of the Night. Nakyum just wanted to know more about Seungho in this chapter. But Seungho doesn't want Nakyum to cross his boundaries. Seungho just wanted Nakyum to smile like a fool in front of him, stay by his side, and just take whatever is given to Nakyum. The sad reality is, Seungho doesn't expect Nakyum to ever love him because Seungho hates himself and considers himself so damned and so unlovable that he just settled that Nakyum's presence is enough for him. And that is so sad if you really think about it, right? Also, Seungho's dad is coming. And Seungho looked pale as F after hearing about this information. See, Seungho really needs Nakyum to comfort him. And Daddy Yoon, instead of praying, go and do something about your child and the shit you've done to him. My God. The young lord, Seungho, looks terrified that his father is inside his home. At this point, I think, and a lot of people are gonna hate me for saying this, Nakyum should get the hell out of there. It will be good for both Nakyum and Seungho. I get that Seungho can't and won't concede because he was raised this way and that they are born in this era. So just leave Seungho Nakyum because Nakyum, you'll just suffer. But that's just one part of my brain saying that because, man, Nakyum is in love. The other side of my brain can understand a Nakyum that is in love's feelings, where Nakyum is really trying to make things work, but Seungho is still being a total a-hole. And now that his dad is here, oh my God, so much drama. Also, Seungho, literally, what have you done for Nakyum? Like, let's do a little quick recap because he acts like he gave him the whole world when it's basically Nakyum who's giving up a lot of things for Seungho. Seungho really needs to come down from that pedestal real quick because if anything, Seungho is the cause of all of the problems in their relationship. But part of me also knows that, sometimes I know that, I want so many developments from Seungho. But then sometimes, when things like this happens where Seungho is ruining so many things that is, slowly healing or being fixed, then he goes on this total dickhole rampage. And it's always the same. Totally not fair for Nakyum. you know, I can't help but it's hard to balance myself. Like, I understand all of their point of view, but I'm a fangirl for Seungho, I'm a fangirl for Nakyum. I want them to work out, but I also hate Seungho. I'm really all over the place when it comes to this series, but that's also why I love this series. I do love that. I really love how Nakyum fought back in this chapter and explained to Seungho. But, you know, Seungho isn't passing the vibe check in this chapter. I mean, okay, let's talk about Seungho. A person with a severe traumatic experience ever since he was a child. We like I said, you can't easily tell someone their main cause of their mental problem, especially when it comes from his own family. Please understand, or I keep telling myself that I have to understand Seungho's feelings a little bit more. You know, he never had someone to open his feelings up throughout his whole life. Remember, he even told this to Mr. Kim a couple of chapters ago that no one or nothing in that house ever belonged to him. Like, nothing. Like, he has no one to open up with. And so going back to this point, it takes time to tell someone whom he can trust about this deep of a trauma. I'm not an expert and I'm not claiming to be an expert, but I can truly understand the basics of this whole thing because of how good the author Byeonduck is at expressing the emotions through their faces. The characters are so well drawn that you just know what they are feeling at that moment. And he has a lot of negative feelings in this chapter and doesn't know how to open up about this. Let's just see how will this story move until the very end, because that's really one of the beauties of Painter of the Night, right? And one silver lining I like to think about this chapter is this is one of Nakyum and Seungho's real first. This is their first real conversation. Because, you know, like I said, Nakyum never really speaks up, but this is their very first real conversation. It is sad that it came to the point where Nakyum wants to leave Seungho. Seungho tells Nakyum that he will not leave and that he has no right to leave, and that that was interrupted when we get to meet Seungho's worst nightmare, father. Yeah, guys, Seungho's father came and Seungho was scared shitless, FYI. And it's visible because he started shaking. That man, Daddy Yoon, makes the scary Seungho tremble. Think about that. And Nakyum noticed this. And the moment I saw that, the only thing that came to my mind is, can someone please save the two beautiful people? I really hope that Nakyum can be a little bit more stronger. I know that Nakyum's balls are getting bigger and bigger, but my little Nakyum, I hope you come back to mama, because I don't want you to be near these two bastards anymore. But then again, I'm also a hopeless idiot like Nakyum, and I keep telling myself that Seungho, he's not a jerk, he's broken, and that Nakyum will love him and make him feel alive again. And as for Seungho, he's like a dog tail. No matter how much you want to make it straight, it will remain rolled. Seungho's been through so much trauma. Seungho has to heal. And sadly, at this point, at this chapter, I am starting to have thoughts where it has to start with confronting or maybe even killing his father. You know that sword that he likes to swing around? Maybe point it at that guy. Oh my god. What a good chapter. Nakyum stood up for himself. Seungho shows his true nature. Drama, 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 and more drama to come next week. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me in my Discord channel. I'd love to hear back from you. And please consider supporting the show by donating as little as 99 cents through www.zealedfujoshi.xyz. Also, don't forget to support the author. All the manhwa details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.